Leg strength is strongly linked to longevity and even brain health. Hi, I'm KICKASSYOGA, helping you move with strength, presence, and ease now and as you age. The stronger your legs are, the better your metabolism, bone density, and cognitive resilience tend to be. Training your legs improves circulation, insulin sensitivity, and neuromuscular communication. Key factors for long-term brain health. From around age 40, women tend to lose 1 to 8% of muscle mass per year. And this loss accelerates in perimenopause and menopause. Less muscle doesn't only just mean less strength. It also increases the risk of joint pain, instability, cellulite, and conditions like lipedema. So instead of becoming more fragile with age, why not become stronger? And no, you don't need to worry about getting bulky. Building visible muscle takes years of consistent training, a calorie surplus, and often pharmaceutical help. Strength training will make you feel firmer, more capable, and more resilient, not bigger overnight. So yes, thick thighs save lives. And here are my 5 favorite leg strength exercises. The ones I actually train regularly myself and teach my students for long-term strength, coordination, and joint health. And we're starting with side-lying clamshells. The classic one would be just lifting the top leg and doing something like this. This doesn't do that much. So instead, we will focus on joint stability and glute medius. For one, my shoulder starts to complain if it's internally rotated like so. So you can turn this hand out, push yourself up for a little more stability in the shoulder, because we don't want the shoulder to suffer when we're working on the hips. Second, we add a little bit of a squat, so we're here, and now I'm pushing up from the bottom leg, opening up, turning my chest up, lifting the top knee as much as I can, hold for 1-2 seconds, sink back into this squat. Let me show you 2 more times. Lift, open, sink. And you will feel it in your hips immediately. 1 more. Lift and sink. To make this a little more fun, we can add weight, which looks like this. Placing the weight on the top leg, holding it with your hands, and you're starting in this squatted position. Lift, push, sink. 2 more to show you. Try 8 to 12 reps per side, go for 2 sets. Squats are the best you can do. I mean, this is a very human position to be in. I love being in this deep squat. In yoga, we call it malasana sometimes. And some people kind of forget that their body used to be able to do this, because we've all been able to do this as babies. You've probably seen babies squat like this. So by adding weight, you are working on the posture, the mobility, and the strength at the same time. You can add weights in front, which would be a front squat. You can just hold it here and go for reps, lifting, lowering down. But if for some reason this is just not for you or not an exercise you're interested in, I have a suggestion, which is my new favorite exercise, the Somersault squat, which works the thighs, the quadriceps, insanely. So you start by lifting your heels. This makes flexibility a little easier. You start with the weight in front of your chest, and now we're not lifting and rising up. Instead, we're keeping this weight tight, shoulders back, and we're extending the legs and bending, which means we're working on the back line and engaging the front, the thighs. Again, 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps with as much weight as you can. And it's time for Bulgarian split squats. I've got 2 kettlebells here. I'll show you both variations with 1 or with 2. And I'm simply using my sofa because this is what I have in my living room. Let's go. So for Bulgarian split squats, you sit up straight at the edge of your bench or whatever you're sitting on. I'm extending the right leg because I want to work the right leg first. Place the foot down, and this is my perfect distance. I'm starting with 2 kettlebells, which makes it more stable. Working with 2 kettlebells has the benefit of strengthening more because it's more weight. Working with 1 is more core engagement, for example. Set the back of the foot down, and it's important when you're here in your stance, you're not thinking directly down. Instead, we're thinking knee towards sofa and back up. So with the weight, looks like this. Back down and then diagonal, and push up from the front leg. With 1 kettlebell, you would use the one opposite of the leg you're working. Engage this fist to remind you to stay active. And again, go into this diagonal and push up. And repeat on the other side. Again, 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps, loading the weight as much as you can do. So if 8 reps are starting to get hard, the weight is perfect. If 12 reps is too easy, go heavier. Next up are step ups. Incredibly functional because it's like walking stairs, climbing upstairs, being able to use your legs to get from A to B. For this one, I'm using my stall bars. You can use anything you can hold on to. I'm using a chair and 1 weight. Start by stepping up with the right, grabbing the weight with the left, coming up. And now you can step back, tap the floor, come back, and you can go into a diagonal. So we're going into a stretched position and then engaging the glute and lift. Step back. Go for 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And now it's time for a wonderful body weight exercise. You don't need any weights for this one, or, well, not at first. And these are pistol squats, which means single leg strength again. And we're working on being able to lower ourselves down as close to the floor as possible and rise back up. And since I have experienced breaking a bone in my foot, not being able to do pistol squats, and I gained that strength back by practicing exactly this exercise, I can tell you this works, okay? So you need something to hold on to. This could be 2 chairs. I'm using my stall bars on one side and this chair on the other side. And we are simply lowering down as far as we can, and then help yourself back up as good as you can. Try to go for 5 to 8 reps on one side until you can do these freestanding. And this is an awesome exercise to really build a baseline of strength. And I teach pistol squats regularly in my workshops because I think everyone should be able to do these, because it opens up a wonderful world of strength and it feels quite amazing. So let's go get those pistol squats. Strong legs are not about aesthetics. They're about independence, confidence, and longevity. Train them now so your future self can move freely. Send this video to someone you want to live a long, strong life and who probably needs to work their legs a little more. If you want more strength and longevity focused training, make sure to subscribe and follow along and check out my strength programs on my app.